Not least of all because the monarchy is about continuity. But I think for my brother, this is something he's been waiting for. And he's probably spent more time thinking about it.
Many people have followed King Charles and Queen Camilla's royal journey, but few expected news like this.
He succeeds me as Duke of Cornwall and takes on the responsibilities for the Duchy of Cornwall, which I have undertaken for more than 5 decades.
Reports now claim that King Charles has made a surprising decision by giving Princess Anne control over Camilla's royal spending, leaving many people wondering what is really happening behind palace walls.
I think my mother did exactly the right thing. I think it's absolutely extraordinary.
So, why would Charles hand Princess Anne such an important responsibility? And what does this mean for Queen Camilla and the future of the royal family?
And I can't remember anybody except the Queen being there.
But do you think King Charles made the right decision? Or should Queen Camilla have remained fully in charge of her own royal spending?
2 extraordinary women, born 3 years apart. One, a commoner, destined against all odds to become queen. The other was, for 7 years, second in line to the throne. It's the ultimate tale of the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object.
Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoy stories about the royal family, be sure to subscribe so you never miss our latest updates. The palace decision that shocked everyone. For many years, Queen Camilla has carried out royal duties alongside King Charles, attending important events, supporting charities, and representing the monarchy in Britain and abroad. Like other senior members of the royal family, her official work comes with expenses that help cover travel, staff, clothing for public engagements, and other costs linked to royal duties. These matters are usually handled quietly behind palace walls and rarely become the center of public attention. That is why a recent report has surprised many royal watchers. According to the claims, King Charles has decided to give Princess Anne greater oversight of Queen Camilla's royal spending. The reported move has quickly become one of the most talked about royal stories, with many people wondering what it could mean for the family and for the way palace finances are managed. The news caught many people off guard. Unlike some members of the family who often attract headlines for their personal lives, Anne is known for staying focused on her work and keeping a low profile. If the reports are true, the decision would place Princess Anne in a more important position when it comes to reviewing how certain royal funds are used. While the exact details have not been officially confirmed, the idea alone has started a wave of discussion among royal experts, commentators, and members of the public. Some people believe the reported decision shows King Charles wants the royal family to be even more careful with spending. Since becoming king, Charles has often spoken about creating a smaller and more efficient monarchy. Many believe he wants the public to see that royal money is being used responsibly, especially during a time when many families across Britain are dealing with rising living costs. Others see the reported move as another sign of the confidence King Charles has in his sister. Princess Anne has spent decades carrying out hundreds of royal engagements every year. She has earned praise for her discipline, strong work ethic, and willingness to take on difficult responsibilities without seeking attention. Giving her greater oversight would fit with the image many people already have of her. At the same time, the report has raised questions about Queen Camilla's role. Some people have wondered whether the decision suggests there are concerns about royal spending. Others believe it could simply be part of a wider effort to improve financial management inside the palace. Without an official explanation, different opinions have continued to spread. Royal commentators have also pointed out that the relationship between King Charles and Princess Anne has always been strong. As brother and sister, they have shared royal responsibilities for many decades. Anne has often been described as one of the king's most dependable advisors, someone who is willing to give honest opinions even during difficult times. That history has led some people to believe Charles would naturally trust her with an important responsibility if changes were being made behind the scenes. Meanwhile, supporters of Queen Camilla argue that too many conclusions are being drawn from reports that have not been confirmed by Buckingham Palace. They believe it is important to wait for official information before assuming there is any disagreement or conflict within the royal family. Palace decisions are often more complicated than they first appear, and changes in responsibility do not always point to personal problems. Even so, the report has sparked widespread interest because it combines three of the monarchy's most senior figures: King Charles, Queen Camilla, and Princess Anne. Any suggestion of changes involving them is almost certain to attract attention around the world. Why did King Charles make this surprising move? Could he be up to something? Let's find out. King Charles' financial oversight. King Charles has spent the last few years trying to show that the royal family is changing with the times. Since becoming king, he has often spoken about running a smaller and more efficient monarchy. Many of his decisions have reflected that goal. So, reports that he has given Princess Anne greater oversight of Queen Camilla's royal spending have attracted a lot of attention. While the palace has not officially confirmed these claims, many royal watchers believe such a move would fit with Charles's long-term approach to managing the monarchy. One of the biggest reasons behind this reported decision is the growing financial pressure facing the royal family. Although the monarchy receives funding through the sovereign grant, every pound spent is closely watched by both the government and the public. At a time when many families are dealing with rising living costs, people naturally expect public money to be used wisely. Even though much of the king's personal wealth comes from private estates, royal spending still receives intense attention whenever official duties, travel, staff, or property maintenance are involved. Over the years, questions about royal finances have become more common. Reports about expensive renovations, official trips, security costs, and household budgets often make headlines. Every new expense can quickly become a topic of debate across television, newspapers, and social media. Whether the criticism is fair or not, the royal family understands that public trust depends heavily on showing responsibility with money. King Charles has always been known for paying close attention to financial matters. Even before becoming king, he earned a reputation for carefully managing the Duchy of Cornwall, which provided income for the Prince of Wales. During his time in that role, he focused on making the estate financially strong, while also supporting environmental projects and local communities. Those experiences likely shaped the way he now approaches the finances of the monarchy as king. Another important factor is accountability. Large organizations, whether they are businesses, charities, or royal households, often rely on trusted people to review budgets and spending. Having another respected member of the family oversee certain financial matters can create stronger checks and balances. It is not always a sign that something is wrong. Instead, it can simply show that leaders want clear systems that help avoid mistakes and build public confidence. Princess Anne, for many years, has carried out hundreds of public engagements while staying away from unnecessary drama. Because of these qualities, many people believe she would be a natural choice if King Charles wanted someone reliable to help monitor financial decisions. The king also understands that every action taken by senior royals reflects on the entire institution. If spending appears excessive or poorly managed, it can damage the public's opinion of the monarchy as a whole. By strengthening financial oversight, Charles may be trying to protect the reputation of the crown for the future. His goal may not only be to save money, but also to show that every decision is carefully considered. This reported move could also send an important message inside the royal household. It reminds everyone that no member of the family is above accountability, regardless of their position. Clear financial oversight encourages careful planning, responsible spending, and better management of resources. These are qualities that many people expect from any modern institution supported by public trust. Whether these reports are completely accurate or not, they have started an important conversation about how the monarchy manages its finances. Many people believe that King Charles wants to modernize the institution while keeping public confidence strong. If greater oversight helps improve transparency and reassure taxpayers that money is being handled responsibly, it would fit with the king's wider effort to make the monarchy appear more careful, efficient, and prepared for the future. Why did King Charles put Princess Anne in charge of royal spending? Is she the most competent royal member? Let's take a closer look. Princess Anne's responsibilities. Princess Anne has spent most of her life proving that she can be trusted with important responsibilities. While many members of the royal family often attract attention because of public appearances or media headlines, Anne has built her name in a much quieter way. These qualities are the main reasons many people believe she would be chosen for an important responsibility within the monarchy. For decades, Princess Anne has been one of the busiest working members of the royal family. Year after year, she has carried out hundreds of royal engagements, visiting charities, attending public events, supporting military organizations, and representing the crown both in Britain and overseas. She rarely seeks attention for her work, and instead focuses on completing every task to the best of her ability. Her dedication has earned her respect from royal supporters, government officials, and many people who have followed the royal family for years. One of Anne's greatest strengths is her discipline. She is known for sticking to her schedule and treating every royal duty seriously, whether it is a major state event or a visit to a local community. Those who have worked with her often describe her as someone who prepares carefully, arrives on time, and expects the highest standards from herself. Princess Anne is also known for living a modest lifestyle compared to many public figures. Although she is a senior royal, she has never been interested in showing off wealth or living an overly glamorous life. Instead, she prefers practical choices and focuses on her work rather than luxury. She has often been seen wearing outfits she has owned for many years, showing that she believes good clothing should be used again instead of replaced simply to follow fashion. This simple approach has impressed many people, especially at a time when public spending is often closely watched. Her careful attitude toward money has also strengthened her image. Anne understands that the royal family's finances are always under public attention, and she has long believed that every expense should be sensible and well managed. Rather than encouraging unnecessary spending, she is known for making practical decisions and respecting the importance of using resources wisely. This has made many people see her as someone who values responsibility over appearance. Another reason Anne is trusted is because of her long history of loyalty to the crown. Throughout her life, she has remained committed to supporting the monarchy through both good times and difficult moments. She has continued carrying out her duties during periods of public criticism, family disagreements, and major changes within the royal family. Instead of becoming involved in unnecessary drama, she has stayed focused on serving the institution she was born into. Her experience also makes her a natural choice for greater responsibility. Having spent decades working alongside different generations of the royal family, Anne understands how the monarchy operates behind the scenes. She has witnessed important historical events, changing public expectations, and the challenges that come with modern royal life. This experience allows her to make balanced decisions based on knowledge rather than emotion. Many people also admire Anne because she speaks honestly and directly. She is not known for making dramatic public statements or trying to please everyone. Instead, she prefers clear communication and practical solutions. This straightforward personality has earned her respect, even among those who may not always agree with her opinions. Was Camilla reckless in handling the royal finances? Or is it just a move to strengthen the financial management? Let's find out. Camilla royal spending. For many years, Queen Camilla's spending has attracted attention from the public and the media. As a senior member of the British royal family, many of her official activities are supported by royal funding, which means people often want to know how that money is being used. While there has never been constant criticism aimed only at Camilla, Discussions about royal spending have often included her because she carries out official duties alongside King Charles. Every time reports about royal finances are released, newspapers, television programs, and online commentators closely examine the numbers and debate whether the spending is reasonable. One reason for this attention is that many people find the royal family's finances confusing. Some believe that every expense connected to the king and queen comes directly from taxpayers. In reality, the system is more complicated. Official royal duties, such as state visits, public events, staff costs, and the upkeep of royal buildings, are mainly paid for through the sovereign grant. This funding is meant to support the work of the monarchy rather than the personal lifestyle of individual family members. Personal spending, however, comes from private sources, including the king's personal income and private estates, rather than from the sovereign grant. Despite this difference, the public often finds it difficult to separate official costs from personal expenses. When reports mention expensive travel, large receptions, or costly renovations to royal residences, some people assume these are personal luxuries. In many cases, however, these expenses are connected to official duties or the maintenance of historic buildings that are also important national landmarks. Even so, critics continue to question whether every expense is necessary, especially during times when many families are facing financial hardship. Camilla has also faced media attention because of her position within the royal family. Since becoming queen, every public appearance, overseas visit, and royal event has been watched more closely than before. Newspapers have sometimes highlighted the cost of royal tours, clothing, security, and official engagements. While some reports have suggested these costs are too high, others have pointed out that many of these expenses are part of carrying out the duties expected of the king and queen rather than personal spending. Another reason the debate continues is the wider discussion about the future of the monarchy. Some people believe the royal family provides important cultural, diplomatic, and charitable value to Britain. Others argue that royal spending should be reduced and made even more transparent. Because of these different opinions, any financial report involving the monarchy often becomes a major news story. Camilla's spending is usually discussed as part of this larger debate instead of being viewed on its own. Even with these explanations, discussions about Camilla's spending continue whenever new financial figures are released. Could Princess Anne's oversight bring changes to royal budgeting? How will Princess Anne's new role change the palace decision-making? Let's take a closer look. Importance of Anne's new role. Princess Anne has always been known as one of the hardest working members of the royal family. She has built a reputation over many years for being careful, organized, and focused on getting her duties done without seeking attention. Because of this, reports that she has been given greater oversight of Queen Camilla's royal spending have sparked a lot of discussion. While the full details of the reported arrangement have not been officially confirmed, many royal watchers believe that if such a role exists, it could have an important effect on how some palace matters are handled. One possible change is that financial decisions could go through an extra level of review before they are approved. This does not necessarily mean there is a problem with how money has been managed in the past. Instead, it could simply show that the palace wants to be even more careful with public spending. Having another experienced senior royal look over expenses may help make sure that every decision matches the goals of the monarchy and meets the expectations of the public. This kind of oversight could also encourage better planning. Large royal events, official tours, public appearances, and charity activities often require detailed budgets. Every event involves travel, staff, security, clothing, transportation, and many other costs. If another trusted member of the family is helping review these plans, it may become easier to spot areas where money can be saved without affecting the quality of royal work. Another possible result is stronger teamwork among senior members of the royal family. Running the monarchy involves much more than public appearances. Behind the scenes, many people work together to organize schedules, manage finances, prepare events, and oversee official duties. If Princess Anne is playing a larger role in reviewing financial matters, it could lead to closer communication between different palace offices. Better communication often helps organizations avoid mistakes and make faster, better-informed decisions. The reported arrangement could also support King Charles's wider efforts to present a modern monarchy. Since becoming king, Charles has often spoken about creating a smaller and more efficient royal family. Many experts have said that reducing unnecessary spending and improving accountability are important parts of that goal. If more attention is being given to how royal money is managed, it could be seen as another step toward showing that every expense is being carefully considered. At the same time, it is important not to assume that increased oversight means there is disagreement inside the palace. Large organizations regularly update their management systems as responsibilities change. Governments, businesses, charities, and even family-run organizations often introduce extra reviews or new leadership roles to improve efficiency. If something similar is happening within the royal household, it may simply reflect a normal effort to strengthen financial management rather than a sign of conflict. Public confidence is another reason why this type of arrangement could matter. The royal family receives constant attention from the media, and many people closely follow how public money connected to royal duties is used. Even small spending decisions can become major news stories. A system with stronger oversight may help reassure the public that financial decisions are being made carefully and responsibly. Greater transparency and accountability often help build trust, especially during times when many families are facing financial pressures of their own. The arrangement could also influence how future decisions are made. If major spending plans require more detailed reviews, palace departments may spend more time preparing budgets and explaining why certain expenses are necessary. Although this process might take a little longer, it could reduce the chances of unnecessary spending and improve overall financial control. How did Camilla react to this change? Will she fight back? Let's find out. Camilla's silent response. Reports that King Charles has given Princess Anne greater oversight of Queen Camilla's royal spending have naturally led to questions about how Camilla feels about the situation. While there has been plenty of discussion in newspapers, online, and among royal watchers, it is important to remember that Buckingham Palace has not officially confirmed many of the claims being shared. Even so, several reports suggest that Camilla has accepted the king's decision, even if it may have created some private discomfort behind palace walls. According to these reports, Queen Camilla understands that the royal family is facing more public attention than ever before. Every royal engagement, official trip, and spending decision is closely watched by the public and the media. Because of this, King Charles is believed to want stronger financial oversight to show that public money and royal resources are being handled carefully. If these reports are accurate, Camilla may see the move as part of a wider effort to improve accountability rather than as a personal criticism of her. At the same time, some reports claim the decision may have caused a small amount of tension inside the palace. Camilla has spent many years building her position within the royal family after facing difficult public opinion in the past. She has worked hard to earn respect through charity work, public appearances, and support for King Charles. Because of that long journey, some believe it would be natural for her to feel uneasy if another senior royal were given greater oversight of spending connected to her official role. Even so, there has been no reliable evidence of any public disagreement between Queen Camilla and Princess Anne. Neither woman has spoken openly about the reports, and both have continued carrying out their royal duties without showing signs of conflict. Their silence has led many royal observers to believe that whatever discussions may be happening privately, both women understand the importance of presenting a united front. Princess Anne has long been known for her disciplined approach to royal work. She rarely comments on palace gossip and prefers to let her actions speak for themselves. Queen Camilla has also become more experienced in handling media attention over the years. Instead of responding to every headline, she has usually remained focused on her official responsibilities. That shared sense of duty may be helping both women avoid unnecessary public drama. There are also reports suggesting that Camilla respects Princess Anne's reputation for honesty and careful financial management. If Anne has indeed been given a greater role in reviewing spending, some believe Camilla may recognize that the decision reflects Anne's experience rather than any lack of trust in her. Royal experts often point out that disagreements inside the royal family do not always become public battles. Like many families, the royals can have different opinions while still working together toward common goals. Senior members of the monarchy understand that their personal feelings often have to be set aside for the good of the institution. In recent public appearances, both Queen Camilla and Princess Anne have continued attending official events, supporting charities, and representing the crown with professionalism. Have there been any rift between Anne and Camilla? Or could this be the beginning of it? Let's take a closer look. Anne and Camilla power struggle. Princess Anne and Queen Camilla have two very different personalities, and because of that, many royal watchers have often wondered whether there is a quiet power struggle between them inside the royal family. Over the years, stories about tension between the two women have regularly appeared in newspapers, magazines, and online reports. While there has never been official confirmation that they are in conflict, the continued public interest shows how closely people watch every move inside the monarchy. Princess Anne has spent her entire life as a working royal. As the only daughter of the late Queen Elizabeth II, she rarely seeks attention and is often praised for carrying out hundreds of royal engagements every year. Anne has also earned respect for living a modest lifestyle compared with some other members of the family. Many people see her as someone who believes in careful planning, responsible spending, and putting duty before personal comfort. Queen Camilla came into the royal family in a very different way. Her relationship with King Charles was watched closely for many years before they married. Winning public acceptance was not easy because many people still remembered Princess Diana. However, Camilla slowly improved her public image by supporting many charities and standing beside Charles during difficult times. Today, she plays an important role as queen and regularly joins the king at official events both in Britain and overseas. Even though Anne and Camilla both support the king, they have different styles of working. Anne is known for being direct, practical, and focused on getting the job done without unnecessary attention. Camilla, on the other hand, is often seen as warm, friendly, and relaxed during public engagements. These different personalities have sometimes led people to believe there could be disagreements behind palace walls. However, differences in style do not always mean there is a personal rivalry. Reports about a possible power struggle often grow whenever changes happen within the royal family. For example, if one royal receives new responsibilities or becomes more visible during important events, some people quickly assume that another royal is losing influence. This kind of speculation has surrounded Anne and Camilla more than once. Some reports have suggested that Princess Anne has been trusted with greater responsibility because of her long experience and careful approach to royal duties. Supporters believe she brings stability and good judgment, especially during a time when the monarchy faces public pressure to show greater accountability. At the same time, Queen Camilla continues to carry out her own important responsibilities as the king's closest partner and one of the most senior members of the royal family. The modern monarchy depends on teamwork. Every senior royal has a different role to play, whether it involves charity work, meeting world leaders, supporting local communities, or representing the crown at important ceremonies. Because of this, it would not benefit the royal family if senior members spent their time competing with one another. Instead, they are expected to work together to support the king and strengthen public confidence in the institution. So, what do you think about King Charles's shocking decision? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.